Hello everyone, welcome back to my Sims 2 Uberhood. My name is Brianna Peppers, and today we are in Pleasant View with the Monty Cap family. This family consists of Miranda Monty Cap, who is just down here inside of her little renovated home, and her husband Benedick Monty, who has gone off to work, but we will see him soon when he returns. Oh, we need to put this on the table. I was just doing some slight fixes in here, which is why things are a little moved around. So this is Miranda. First of all, everyone has gotten a bit of a makeover since we last saw them, so if they look different, that is why. I do have new default hair replacements, so I also decided to take the opportunity to give everyone new hairstyles and new clothes, considering we're in the autumn rotation and it's getting a bit colder outside. So let's get a good look at Miranda here. If you're not familiar with The Sims from Veronaville, then you may not know who Miranda here is, but just picture a teenage girl with some spiky, colorful hair and some tinted glasses, and then you've got Miranda Cap. She is I believe, the eldest child of Goneril and Albany Cap. If we can check here, yes, and then she has several other siblings, a few of which have been born in game to me. Her siblings who were already born at the beginning of the game are Hal and Desdemona and Ariel, and then in my Uberhood we've also had Talia and Carter. So Miranda is an adult and she is old enough to be married and have a child, but she also has a sibling who is a child. So that's actually funny. Their age difference is not very big between Miranda's child and her younger sibling, that is. Miranda is naturally a romance sim, and I've decided to allow her to keep this aspiration. In fact, I don't think I've changed anyone's aspirations throughout the Uberhood. I have given some sims some secondary aspirations now at this point, but mostly everyone is just purely how they were at the beginning of a natural vanilla Maxis save. So currently, okay, her lifetime want is to perform 200 paid salon makeovers. I don't have any memory of choosing this lifetime wish for her, so I do think that this was randomized and I may change it. Currently, Miranda doesn't have any experience giving makeovers or really show any interest in doing something like that, although I think it would be really fun. I could see Miranda as potentially becoming a future business owner, but she doesn't have a very, what's the word here, ambitious drive. Like, she's not exactly a go-getter. She is very complacent in her place as she is. Like, she may have married for the convenience of it because of her child, but and they certainly do not have a lot of money, as you can see here. But she does come from a noteworthy family that does have a lot of money. The Caps are very well known, especially in the business industry. So perhaps Miranda is thinking that she will luck into some money when her parents pass on or when her grandfather consort passes on. That is entirely a possibility, and that could be why she's kind of slumming it right now. And at first, when she first moved into this home, it was only hers. Her husband Benedick moved in here with her. So he brought a little bit of money with him, enough for me to be able to renovate the house because it did look completely different. And since we've last seen it, I've also moved around like the door and things like that. I put a very tiny fence. I would have liked to fence in the entire yard, but they just couldn't afford it. So I went with a very tiny fenced in spot, and they don't even have a gate, so anybody can just walk in. But I think it adds some character. It looks a bit nicer, and I prefer the door being here than pushed all the way off to the side. That's just my preference. And inside, we're really fighting for space. I think maybe in the future, if they continue to live here, I would swap the living area and the kitchen, which is usually how I would do it in most Max's houses. For some reason, they're always given really large kitchens and then really tiny living spaces. Currently, Miranda is home alone while she's with her daughter, Valentina, who we're going to look at a bit more closely in a moment. But going back to Miranda for a second, she is a romance sim and she is married, so as you can assume, that could lead to some, issues for her marriage. I do not exactly remember what happened in the last episode. I have been going back and watching or rewatching snippets anyway of my older episodes so that I could kind of catch myself back up on what happened the last time I was in this house. But I did not do that today, so I just am jumping in blind, and maybe we're going to come up with some different interpretations. So, for example, she's currently married to Benedick Monty, who is also a sim from Veronaville. Benedick actually starts the game as a child and Miranda as a teenager, so she's slightly older than him, where she's going to be an elder in 24 days, and he is going to become an elder in 28 days. So just about 4 days of a difference, and that's including the fact that I removed or shortened their lifespan, that is, by 8 days, considering they went to university. Side note, I realized, I think it was in the episode, the last one or the one before, whatever episode it was where I was with Puck Summer Dream, I realized my mistake in certain situations with the pre-made Sims, that is, because I was removing 8 days of their lifespan when they went to university, as if they spent those 8 years in university, like that's their young adulthood. That's basically how I was looking at it. But it does seem to be an issue with their parents being too close in age after the lifespan change, because again, I do have a custom lifespan. So I think that's only going to be an issue with my pre-made Sims. Once my born in-game Sims start to age up and, their parents went to college, I think it'll all even out. So I may leave it for the time being. But there's a possibility in future episodes, perhaps when we get back to university, I'm not sure, I may just start reducing their lifespans by 4 days. So I think that's what Pleasant Sims did, and I think that's kind of where I got that idea from to begin with. So if you guys have any different ideas on that, let me know. I don't necessarily want them to not age while they're in university, because with the custom lifespan for 40 days as an adult, like that would kind of be a lot. But yeah, I think that's a good middle ground. Anyways, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Back to her relationships right here. So actually, if we look at her memories, we can really see what was going on. I do recall in the last episode that that is when we got married. So yeah, so I remember she got engaged to Benedick. She was already cheating on him right from the start, of course, with Don Lothario. Dawn is a little bit older than Miranda, of course, but they are neighbors and they're both adults now, so it's not that weird. She eventually also had an affair with Rip, and at that point in time, she was pregnant and she gave birth to her daughter, Valentina. And I don't remember if we knew from the start who Valentina's father was, but as she got a little bit older, we realized that of all the people that Miranda was sociable with, if we want to put it that way, Benedick Monty was actually Valentina's father. So, the whole story here, just to give you a quick rundown in case this is your first episode or you don't want to go back and watch the older ones, because I know it's been quite a while. Miranda was very briefly engaged to Mercutio Monty. So, this was her first big relationship. Um, yeah, like right out of college. I want to say it was after she graduated. No, it was before she graduated university. Okay, I'm picking up the timeline now. She got engaged to Mercutio Monty. Mercutio was head over heels in love with Miranda. I mean, to be fair, she was kind of like his second choice, because I think that he really wanted Hermia Cap, but she was unavailable. So, yeah, it looks like Miranda was his second choice, but he did genuinely really love her, and she had to go and ruin it all by cheating on him at his brother Romeo's wedding. And of all the people that she cheated with, she got caught flirting with Puck Summer Dream. So, as you may know, if you are a fan of Ronaville and its lore, Mercutio has some serious beef with Puck, because that's actually who kind of low-key stole Hermia from him in the Max's version of Ronaville. So, yeah, he was not happy about that. He immediately broke up with her and kicked her out on her own. So, I guess Miranda took it upon herself in some weird form of revenge. She goes back and she hooks up with Mercutio's cousin, Benedick. And so that's how we got to where we are now. Poor Benedick, he also has his own little story going, where he was head over heels in love as a youngster with Bottom Summer Dream, Puck's little sister. But Bottom ended up actually being more interested in Hal Cap. So once again, a Monty being turned over for a Cap, that was also a very big sore spot. So Benedict never really truly got over that until many years later, and he meets Miranda. So she was kind of like just using Benedict as revenge, and then he needed a rebound, and so that's again how we got to where we are. So that also is how we got little Valentina. She's down here. She's got quite a long name. She definitely looks like a Cap in my opinion, but she has some signature Benedict features. It'll be much more evident, I think, when she's a little bit older. Okay, she's gonna stand up for us. Oh, just kidding. Okay, we're gonna sit back down. She is really cute, you know. I think that she's not working with some great genetics, like no offense, but Miranda looks quite a bit like Goneril Cap, her mother. They have some very severe chins and just lots of angular everything. Everything is angular, but I still think she looks great. And honestly, let's just take a moment for the dress because she looks beautiful. She did decide to stop cutting and dyeing her hair all the crazy colors. That was kind of more like a phase for Miranda. And I think that it's really funny to entertain the concept that she was kind of punk rock a little bit when she was younger, and she kind of grew out of that into more of this grayscale millennial type of decorating and fashion. She used to have more of like a pink dress on, but yeah, she went more girly with it. I really enjoy this, but I did have someone comment in her last episode that they actually didn't even know who she was because of my makeover. So I just want to be very clear. This is Miranda Cap. She did take Benedick's last name, but I am referring to this household as the Monty Cap family just because, I mean, we have so many. Okay, so what's going on in this house? It's Sunday at 9 o'clock in the morning. Valentina is a little hungry. So, and she still needs to learn how to talk. Um, I'm not sure if we have smart milk. We do. So I'm gonna have Miranda spend her day teaching her daughter how to talk. Valentina down here, she has 2 days until she becomes a child, so we are going to get to see her age up in this round. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also really looking forward to seeing if Miranda can get through this round without a surprise pregnancy again. I wouldn't be remiss if she were to get pregnant again. I would not be upset if she decided to have more children, whether with Benedick or someone else. um, but she doesn't necessarily have the want to have a baby, so I can't force it, and that's just kind of where I am. I also think it makes sense for her character, like, to not force her to have a child. If she rolls the want to have one, that's one thing, but I don't think she will, being a romance sim. Every now and then they'll surprise you, but yeah, not her, not today. Okay, so Valentina is ready to be taught how to talk. I almost said walk. And Miranda is surprisingly a neat sim, so she's gonna wash her hands after. I'm gonna teach her to talk. I do believe Valentina has already learned her other toddler skills. Yeah, she's learned to walk from Benedick, and she's potty trained by Miranda. We already have a lot of memories because for some reason you get memories. Ooh, delinquent notice. We need to pay our bills. Yeah, we need to do that. They have enough money to pay the bills, but yeah, they are definitely scraping by. As I was saying, we get a lot of memories from long distance relatives and things of that nature, which I think is kind of cute, but I also don't understand why a toddler would need to remember that her, uncle graduated university. I don't know. Yeah, so the fun thing about Valentina here being half Cap, half Monty, she's the only, well, she and one other baby are the only ones that are half Cap, half Monty. So they're like double cousins. It's Valentina and Charlotte because as you may know, Romeo Monty married Juliet Cap and they have a daughter named Charlotte. I think that if I go to, oh no, let's go to Juliet's. I gotta figure out the path to get there. Okay, here we go. Juliet is here. Juliet married Romeo, and yeah, they have a daughter named Charlotte. That's it. But yeah, it's kind of weird to think about being like double cousins. Oh, great. We got a chance card from Benedick's job. Benedick is about to enter the final round of the Martial Arts Fighting 2 tournament, and he is worried. His opponent, Grigor Mason, is a cold, calculating, combo mashing video game ninja, whereas Benedick worries he's merely a button masher, which he is because he's in the gamer career. There are two fighter characters that suit Benedick's unique style of keypad flailing: Bobby Kitaki, the bamboo wielding sushi chef, or Johnny O'Shea, the charismatic musical theater star turned fighter out for revenge. Benedick button mashes with both characters equally well. Who should he bring into the fight? I'm gonna say Bobby Kitaki. Benedick always preferred the long reach of Bobby Kitaki's bamboo weapon, and it seems to be paying off. Grigor Mason can't get close enough to pull off any of his devastating combos, and the game is getting close. Both players know desperation brings about brilliance and spontaneity. Benedick, hoping to preempt Grigor Mason, begins smashing buttons furiously, unleashing a stream of deadly combos he didn't even know existed. Grigor Mason throws his hands up in defeat just as the video game announcer says unscathed victory. Benedick feels something he has never felt before, the urge to trash talk or talk trash. Benedick is promoted to trash talker. Excellent. So that means he's actually going to be coming home from work early, which is great. So that's great because now we can talk about Benedick a little bit. He's also gotten himself a little bit of a makeover. Oh my god, he wants to bring home Juliet. Yes. I did not remember that Juliet was in the gamer career. That's so funny. I guess that's something that she wanted to do. Maybe she's into coding. You know, girls can be coders too, but look at her. She's so beautiful. She has a new default hair. And you know what? I don't hate it. I do not hate it. I think she looks great. Um, it's fascinating that Benedict wanted to bring her home. I guess they are friends, which is nice. And she's immediately going to try to tell him a dirty joke. So while they're doing that, we're going to talk about Benedict for a second. So this is his new look. I think that he looks so much like his father now. Like, maybe not even necessarily with his facial features, but why is 28 simoleons overdue? I don't know, but yeah, with his entire look. And he's also put on some weight, as you can see, just like his dear old dad. But we're just gonna get up in there and hang out. I don't know if Miranda and Juliet are close. They aren't. In fact, they don't really know each other at all, which is quite sad. You can't really see it, but they do have the family tag. It's ironic that Miranda and Juliet don't know each other at all, but Miranda's very best friend is her cousin Hermia, which is Juliet's sister. I guess that can happen. Okay, so good news, Valentina did learn how to talk. We are going to come pay some attention to her. So, with Benedict being slightly younger than Miranda, he was actually still in university when Valentina was first born, but he did move in, and Miranda and Ben got married like pretty much right away. Like, there wasn't that much time in between her birth and them not being married. As far as why they got married goes, I honestly just think that Benedict is the type of sim that would want to get married as it is. Like, that's the traditional family route is, you get married, get a house, have babies. Maybe not always in that order, but that's fine. Oh no, he's gonna have to go back to work today because of his promotion. He works the night shift now. That's not good because Miranda also works the night shift. She's a gas station attendant in the slacker career. And so now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hire a nanny, which I guess is not the end of the world, but it just kind of sucks because it's not like they make a lot of money, and basically their entire day's wage is going to go towards paying that nanny. It feels kind of counterproductive, but neither of them have any vacation days, so they can't skip work. Maybe Benedict will get another promotion. He does want to gain a skill point, and he wants a computer, electronic entertainment. You know, it would make sense for a gamer to have a computer or a PlayStation or something. But yeah, they're trying to save money right now, so I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait, Benedict. He does want to eat something really quick. I guess we don't need this anymore. Okay, and then while I'm looking at it, I want to talk about how I actually went ahead and added traits to this family, which is the first time I've done it beforehand, I think. So I am using the 3 to 2 trait mod that a lot of people have put work into, and I have officially downloaded some mods that make a few, not all, but a few of these traits actually functional in some capacities. So these are Miranda's traits. She is a schmoozer because she's really good at befriending people and sucking up. I feel like she, being a cap, would have learned that very early on. She's also dramatic, just for obvious reasons. She is also a couch potato, so she's happy to sit around and eat junk food. So this kind of goes with what I was saying earlier. Like, she's just not very ambitious. She's very happy to kind of just float and exist. Yeah. She also happens to be an animal lover, which I don't remember. Maybe that was a randomized one, but I think that we can get this family a pet. I'm sure that as soon as Valentina ages up, she's going to want a dog or a kitten or something. And this is my personal favorite. She's inappropriate. She talks about the wrong thing at the wrong time and never thinks to apologize when she's wronged someone, and she enjoys mocking others with harsh words. In my opinion, that's actually exactly how I see her. I don't know why, like, it's just kind of the vibe I pick up from her. She's kind of a mean girl. Like, ironically, she's really nice, but she's one of those people that's nice to your face, but she might have something to say about you when you turn around, if you know what I mean. That's not necessarily, that doesn't really make her a villain or anything, but it's just kind of what I see in her. I think that she is maybe kind of selfish, and so I guess that's where that's coming from. Okay, so Valentina is ready for a nap. So I did edit the layout of this house a bit. If you watched their last episode, you would have seen me do this makeover. It's still very plain Jane upstairs. We just have two bedrooms, but in my opinion, the second bedroom here is a decent enough size. If Miranda were to have another baby, I could definitely fit two cribs in here or a bed in a crib. I could make it work. I know I could. Oh no, can we not eat at the table with these candles? Aw, that's disappointing. I'm gonna have to put them on OMSPs, which is fine. Okay, and so Benedick is off for his second shift of the day, and he is not going to get a promotion. Oh wait, yes he is. I'm sorry. I saw this gain a skill point one, so I assumed he was missing one, but no, he should be good. He's in a good enough mood, and he has all his skills, so he's gonna be off to that. Juliet's gonna go catch some butterflies. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. We are gonna be getting picked up for work, sorry, at 9 p.m. for Miranda. Oh, even better. Guys, I'm so silly. I didn't notice what time Benedict gets home. He gets home at 9 and Miranda leaves at 9, so it's actually perfect. I don't have to hire a nanny. I don't have to hire a nanny. So one thing about Miranda right now is she wants to woohoo in bed, and she has not been shy. She has not been holding back ever since she got married or engaged, really. She's been woohooing with other Sims. Obviously, Brandon Lillard is on the list. Romeo himself, which is despicable, which also could be a big reason that Miranda is not close with Juliet. Oh my gosh, it's all coming together. She's not close with Juliet because she avoids her, because maybe deep, deep down, Miranda feels guilty that she's, carrying on an affair with her cousin's husband. That's pretty gross. And also her husband's cousin. That's really funny. Okay, for some reason I clicked to have her make some more food, but that's fine. That could be for later. Who else? Who else? I think that's it for now. So, all in all, her current ongoing relationships are Rip Grunt and Romeo Monty, Loki Beaker. Oh man, I had almost forgotten about Loki. Don Lothario and Puck Summerdream, which Puck Summerdream, as you know, is married to Lilith Pleasant. And I don't think that Miranda and Puck have had any interactions ever since he got married, but that love is still there. It just kind of never really goes away. And she has a crush on Brandon Lillard, and that's it. So, out of all of these, who is she going to come over and woohoo today? Because options are on the table. She has massive chemistry with so many people. I do have also new turn-on replacements. So her new turn-ons are animal lovers and charismatic sims, and her turn-off is gray hair. So I guess she's just definitely not into older people, which is fine. Let's see, Juliet is here though. She's going to be kind of cramping her style, so I think Miranda's going to have to get rid of her. Juliet is coming to chat. I want to see what she wants to talk about. Okay, she's talking about, relatives getting married. Maybe she's talking about Miranda getting married. Because timeline-wise, it really wasn't that long ago that Miranda and Benedict got married. So she's talking about that. Maybe telling the story of how they met when Ben was in university. Yeah, Juliet seems really fascinated. She was like, how funny is it that we're cousins and we married two guys that are also cousins that like to play games? I don't know. And Miranda's like, yeah, I know, isn't that hilarious? But also, I have a prior engagement coming up, so I'm gonna have to tell you. See you later. And she's out of here. So I wonder how high. Okay, 20 over 3. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's already 5 p.m., so we need to start picking up. See, now she wants to ask a sim on a date. Oh, she wants to ask a sim on a date. She can't make a booty call. That's the ACR adjuster. I don't think we really have time for a date. I think she just wants to get a quick one in. And I haven't decided who I'm going to choose yet. So I know for a fact she's already woohooed with Rip and Dawn. I don't know who this Eric Gray is, but, the relationship is not very high, but it is a possibility. I know she's woohooed with Romeo. This Orlando Thayer guy, no. So, oh my gosh, Tank Grunt is on the list. Wait, that is hilarious. Wait, let's just talk to Tank for a second. So, oh, he got a new haircut too. They have two bolts. This is fascinating to me. So Tank is not currently in a relationship with anybody, to my memory. He was briefly in a relationship with Sandy Broody, and they did have a child, but they broke up, and Tank is currently being a single father over in Strangetown. And oh, I do remember now, at the very end of their last round, he did start seeing someone that I was hoping would potentially lead to a future marriage. So maybe I won't blow that up just yet. I was gonna have her invite Tank over. Um, Maybe not yet, but if someone starts doing something of their own free will, that's on them. We're going to invite over this Eric Gray guy, and hopefully he'll be rather easy to seduce. Oh, okay. He works for a discount home furnishings warehouse. Did I click just chat? I could have sworn I clicked invite over. I'm so silly. I was like, why are they talking for so long? Let's try that again, shall we? Eric Gray, invite over. Yeah, I clicked just chat. Okay, he's on the way. Valentina will grow up in one day. Oh gosh, she really needs to use the potty. And go figure, there is no toddler potty upstairs. I don't know why. We got a little bit of a boost, a raise that is, when Benedick got his promotion, so we can afford to buy another. At this point now, we don't have much time before Miranda has to go to work. I mean, 3 sim hours pass by really quickly. I don't see Eric. Is he coming? Okay, wait, there he is. Oh no, he's a young adult. I can immediately tell from the way he's walking. He's actually in university. That may have even been where she met him. I don't know. Let's pretend he's a senior and just, Oh my goodness, not him flirting. Oh, I didn't even know that was autonomous. I must have a mod for that. So suddenly she's acting like she's not interested in him, but girl, let's not act like you didn't invite him over. So we're gonna try to make quick work of this. Once again, we only have like 2 hours now until she has to leave, and then also until Benedick is here. I think a good, like, suggestion would be nice. Oh god, John Burb. Turn your eyes, John Burb. You don't see anything. Maybe we should take this inside the house. Yeah, we're gonna go inside real quick and call him over. At least get some privacy. I want to check on Valentina. She is getting ready for dinner, but she's okay for now. So I am going to maybe cheat a little bit because the relationship is not very high. I don't know if they're going to autonomously woohoo, so I may have to, push my hand a little bit. um, if I really am in a hurry to get that woohoo want satisfied, then I will go through the casual menu. And yeah, I kind of just, because through the casual menu, everything is unlocked. I could even make them woohoo right now, which I do want to butter him up a little bit. See, they just became friends. And yeah, I think that they're pretty close to ready. See, kiss is not an option though. I noticed that. She's gonna go all in. Hurry up. Oh my god, we don't have any time. We have 1 hour. Okay, let's just do this. And oh my gosh, walk. Oh no. Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. Once again. Oh no. Yeah, so, Eric screwed it up. Eric screwed it up. No, Miranda, please. Okay, we literally have 30 seconds. Please. Woohoo in the bed. Oh my god, are you joking? Okay, so as long as they jump straight into it. Okay, they are. They're jumping straight into it. Then it should be fine. Oh. Perfect timing, am I right? Am I right? Juliet, no, she already came over once today. Oh, and he became best friends with her. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Benedick is not happy. And he got a promotion, which is nice. Um, so he gives her a good old slap, and then Miranda is so distraught, like she doesn't even realize that she needs to go to work, and she says, I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh gosh, he can't use the dang bathtub. Hold on, there's too many things happening. I think if I just flip this around, it should be good. I don't know why I put a bathtub in there, not a shower, but I digress. Excellent. So Miranda is exhausted and in a terrible mood now, but she did get that woohoo want satisfied, so I guess she's happy. I mean, she's in platinum. And then she runs off to work because that's easier than facing her problems. Yeah, so imagine you're Benedict Monty. You already had a tumultuous relationship in your earlier years with your girlfriend Bottom Summer Dream. She cheated on you with Hal Cap, who ironically is Miranda's brother. I also forgot to mention that. So the web just keeps tangling itself as it is. And I should probably not be zoomed in on him while he's in the bathtub. That's gonna get me demonetized. Oh, he's so upset. Yeah, so as I was saying, he went through a traumatic breakup with Bottom. He was in love with her still for years until it's really occurred to him, like, he kind of had an epiphany that Bottom was never going to give him another chance. Well, I mean, that sounds like it was him that messed up, but she just wasn't as into him as he was into her. He goes years without being in any kind of relationship. Then he meets Miranda, who he has a daughter with. They're married. He knows fully well that Miranda was previously engaged to his cousin Mercutio, and I guess, you know, I I hate to be mean, but I don't know if Benedict made a good decision here. Like, not saying it's his fault. Obviously, Miranda is the guilty party, but let's not pretend like Benedict didn't have prior information leading up to this. That's not good. So let's check out his relationship with her. Wow, negative 97, negative 25. He's pissed. And he also is really pissed with this Eric Gray guy who I think is still here. He went to the bathroom. That's fantastic. Okay, but for now, we do need to pay some attention to Valentina because poor Valentina has been getting neglected while Miranda was pursuing other activities. Wow. So, Benedict is going to be a good dad. He's going to cry a little bit, but he's going to be okay. I have no idea where things are going to go from here. I do have an autonomous breakup mod. I want to see if he interacts with Eric at all. Eric, leave her alone. She's eating. Because I don't think it's in Benedict's nature. Oh, yeah, he's going to fight. He can't hold himself back. He's like, who are you? How dare you break into my home? Not really, but enter my home where my wife and daughter live, and you're porking it to my wife with my daughter in the next room. I think that's also truly a terrible, terrible thing. Poor Valentina. She's very young, but she's not too young. Like, she's witnessing this right now. She's seeing her dad fighting with this guy. Oh no. So the same discount that Miranda got from the home furnishings warehouse, now Benedict is gonna have to pay top dollar from now on. That's fantastic. Well, we are going to ask him to leave before this progresses. Obviously, Benedict is just broken inside. He can't handle it. He's, oh, just kidding. He's gonna be attacked. Okay, cool. Yeah, do that right in front of the daughter. That's great. Obviously, she's unfazed, but I do think Valentina is going to remember this. This is a very formative year in her life just before she ages up to a child. And I mean, I don't want to assume that Benedict and Miranda will divorce, but if they do, yeah, it's just going to be one more, just going to be the cherry on the sundae for Valentina. Oh, very nice. I didn't expect Benedict to win, honestly. Yeah, oh, enemies. Wow. Why can't I ask him to leave? Oh, here you go. Okay. Eric has been dismissed from our home. Um, I'm trying to balance taking care of Valentina with all of that other stuff. That was insane. I have to be so honest, like, I was really not intending, like, it was not on purpose to have Miranda get caught, but I think it is really funny. Like, if they had just woohooed the first time I asked them to, they wouldn't have been caught, but it was their own fault They messed it up. And Miranda is gonna have to face the consequences now, I fear. So we're gonna turn off all these electronics. Everything is on, running up the power bill that they don't really pay, but still. Alright, she's done with the potty. We're gonna put her in the crib, I think. Yeah, she needs a bath, but ultimately she's more tired. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I think that Miranda comes home at, yeah, 3 a.m. So I'm not totally sure if Benedict is gonna be able to sleep. Like, obviously he's tired, but his mind is racing. You know, he just caught his wife in bed with another man. He's now having to put on a brave face and take care of his daughter. I don't know what kind of lighting situation is going on in here, but something's obviously messed up with those counters, especially. Um, but yeah, so he's gonna just have some food, I guess, and kind of wait around. I really want him and Miranda to maybe have it out or have at least an adult conversation if they're capable of it. Oh goodness, look who's walking by. It's Eric. See, Eric is gonna come try to knock over our trash can, but I'm really smart and I lock it behind a gate. I just can't stand it. I get it. It's really funny to have the enemies walk by and like do stuff like steal your newspaper and steal your gnome and knock over your trash, but the trash is just too annoying for me because that's a lot of having to pick stuff up and you can get roaches, which are also annoying. Okay, but on a side note, earlier a lot of other things were happening, so we kind of missed it. But Benedict actually got a promotion again, so 2 promotions in 1 day. He's not doing too bad. He still is making chump change for level 4 to only be making 296 a day. That's really nothing compared to what some of the other um, industries pay. But maybe once he gets a bit higher up there, he'll start to rake it in. But yeah, so he's a gold farmer now. And he needs a logic skill and a creativity skill. And look how many family friends they have. They have 15, which makes sense because they have a lot of friends on each side of the family. So I suppose we can keep him awake and try to get him to work on one of these skills. Oh, but we don't have anything to... Never mind, we don't have anything to use for logic or creativity. I guess I could buy something. Um, let's see. Nature is his one true hobby, so that's not really going to tie in with anything. I don't know. While I'm also looking at his information, I forgot to show everybody else's traits. I showed Miranda's, but not Benedict's. Currently, his turn-ons are fun-loving Sims with blonde hair, and to turn off is ambitious, which is why, like, I think Miranda was so perfect for him because that literally suits her to a T. And oh, I didn't mean to do that. And his traits, he is a perfectionist. So this is kind of debatable because I also saw Benedict as a bit of a lackadaisical kind of guy, like kind of laid back, maybe more couch potato-y as well. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be a perfectionist. He just isn't willing to submit projects or work on something if he doesn't think that he can do a 100% good job at it. So that's fine. He's also very friendly, which goes without saying. He's eccentric. So it says here that it is about inventing stuff, but to me, eccentric just kind of means like he's a little bit of a weirdo. Also dramatic, just like Miranda, and he's a born salesperson. And I'm not sure where that comes from. I don't know if it's because, yeah, he's got absolutely no charisma skill at all, and he's very shy. So I'm actually not sure why he got born salesperson. I certainly didn't choose it for him, but you know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna let him keep it because it doesn't really affect anything in the long run. And then, really quickly, Valentina, she only has 2 traits because she's a toddler. She is a genius, which I love, and also friendly, just like her dad. With Valentina being a genius, I like to think that she's going to grow up and kind of surpass both of her parents. But again, they're pretty young adults, so I guess it just remains to be seen what they're going to end up doing. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to buy him a computer. That's what I really wanted. But I don't think that they can really afford it. Like, logistically speaking, they only have a little over, like, almost 2,000 simoleons. And yeah, there's also, like, not much space for it. And worst case scenario, if Benedict and Miranda end up divorcing, that money's going to be split in half, which is going to make it even more difficult. So I suppose we should hold off on buying a computer for now. And it's now 3 a.m. I just had Benedick in here relaxing, trying to calm down, trying to think of the words that he's going to say when he talks to Miranda. Oh, and she got a promotion, convenience store clerk. Okay, well, like, look at them raking in the cash now. Very happy for them. But she's home. She really has to pee, so I'm just going to send her in here really quickly. I'm going to pretend like, he's sitting here watching TV. Miranda just walked in, and he's like, hey, can I talk to you? And she, like, runs past him. I could definitely see her as, like, trying to avoid the confrontation, because even though it's, like, her fault, like, she's the one who's cheating, like, obviously she deserves to be yelled at and have at least if she can, a civil discussion with her husband to try to talk it out. Oh no, wrong sim. um, yeah, like, she wouldn't want to do that, so I could see her trying to avoid it. But it's all gonna come to a head because Miranda's super tired. Oh my god, stop! They're both super tired. They're both trying to go to bed. But they need to talk. So, oh wow, we can attack her. That's awful. We are going to argue because as much as Benedick wanted to keep his cool, I think he's going to see her and it's just going to blow up again. Because, again, this was only like 8 hours ago. So, oh wow, she just fell out of love with him. She's like, you don't make enough money. He's like, neither do you. And also, like, are the guys you're cheating on me with giving you money? No. So what kind of argument is that, girl? Like, be serious. This is fantastic, and I really would like to get a picture real quick. Beautiful. Yeah, so things are not looking good at all. Oh man, but his furiousness is already fading. Um, looks like she's just about to complain to me that she's tired again. Can we just, I don't know. He's like, listen, I don't know what you think is gonna happen here, but we need to talk about this. She's like, let's just ignore it. Like, I won't do it again. Like, she definitely is a type to, um, say empty promises when she gets caught cheating. She's like, listen, I'm so sorry, but it won't happen again. But you can tell that she doesn't mean it. And I think it's breaking Benedick's heart that Miranda very clearly just does not care for him the same way that he cared for her. And that's a very heavy burden to bear. Like, it's not a good feeling. Yeah. So once again, it hits harder for Benedick because this has happened to him before. He's been cheated on before. So it's a very sensitive spot for him. But so what's going to happen now? Benedick probably isn't going to want to sleep in this nasty bed that Miranda was just sleeping with another man in. So he's like, you know what? I would make you take the couch, but I don't want to get in that nasty bed, so I'm going to go to sleep on the couch and I'll see you in the morning. We can talk more about this later. Yeah, so we're going to send everybody to bed. It was quite an eventful first evening with this family. Not at all what I was expecting to happen. And naturally, Valentina wakes up as soon as they go to sleep, but she'll be okay by herself for a while. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and regroup and see everybody in the morning and see what Miranda and Benedict are going to get up to. Okay, so it is morning time. It's 7:45 on a Monday, and today is also Valentina Monty's birthday, which is exciting. We're going to get to see her age up, and I suppose we may have like a small birthday party for her. That would be fun. Something fun I noticed as well over through the night while the parents were sleeping, Valentina was just playing on her little xylophone, and I saw this message for the Eureka, the nuances of creativity skill are suddenly much clearer to me. And at first I was very concerned because I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that only available to Sims with the knowledge aspiration? It's kind of a knowledge aspiration benefit, if I'm not mistaken, to like boost skill building. But I actually think this is a mod I downloaded to make the traits functional. So because she has the genius trait, she is now going to be able to earn skills much faster, which is so fun. I love that. I love anything that kind of implements gameplay like that a bit more. So yeah, so of course parents are still very tired, but Benedict is gonna have to go to work in like an hour, so I'm just gonna have him get up and kind of get as ready for the day as he can. I'm sure it really sucks for him, like he doesn't want to go to work now. His whole mood has been shattered. He probably wants to stay home. Oh gosh, yeah, his carpool's here now. He wants to stay home so he can like talk to Miranda more and deal with it because I could see him as shy as he is, like he wants to confront this. I mean, it's his wife. Like how could he not? But he does have to go to work and make the money because especially if he ends up divorcing Miranda, then he's going to need money to help take care of his daughter. Oh gosh, Eric just stole our newspaper. So even though she's not fully rested, Miranda is gonna wake up because our poor daughter needs so much attention. I'm gonna send her to bed real quick. And I'm just gonna make Miranda fix the bed. Yeah. I said go to bed. I meant the potty. Maybe I'm tired. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Miranda wants to fall back in love with Benedick. Wow. So maybe she is, having some regrets. Like, I could interpret it that way. She is feeling genuinely really awful. Like, this is the second time that she's been caught cheating in a serious relationship, like the first time with Mercutio. Um, I mean, I want to believe that Miranda knows that what she did is wrong and feels guilty about it. I want it to be eating her up inside, and you know, she especially has this daughter, and today's Valentina's birthday, and so maybe that's also putting it into perspective for her. She doesn't want her daughter to grow up in a broken home. She wants her daughter to know the love of two parents in a single household like she had. Of course, you could argue that Gallinal and Albany didn't really love each other, but they grew. They grew into loving each other, at least as time passed in my game. So, yeah, and Miranda has a lot to think about. So does Benedick. I'm kind of hoping that the time apart, like while she's home and he's at work, will kind of do them some good. Um, because she got a promotion, Miranda would be going to work in the morning now, but she is off today, so that's perfect. And Valentina's really hungry. We're just gonna kind of take care of some needs. Benedick is going to be getting home around 4 p.m. Notice how he wants to go on a vacation. He really wants to just get away from it all. He needs a mental break, poor guy. I feel terrible for him. I really do. Okay, so we got another chance card, by the way. Benedick and his group are gathering gold and ridiculously cool loot on one of their favorite hills when a group from the ogre faction shows up. The ogres begin taunting Benedick's group because they outnumber his group and they simply aren't nice people. Benedick can order his group off the hill, or they can stand and fight for the loot they've rightfully earned. Should they run, or is it time to stand and fight? See, normally I would say flee for Benedick, but he's going to stand and fight because he's going through a lot at home and he needs to take that anger out somewhere. Benedick hates it when others profit from his favorite looting spots, so he orders his group to stand their ground. The heavy warriors begin moving to the front, and the spellcasters move to the back. Then they sit back and wait for the ogre charge. The ogres charge without any thought devoted to tactics, and Benedick's group quickly beats them back, but not after taking all of the loot the ogres themselves carried. It's a brilliant victory for Benedick, and he earns a logic skill point. Hey, that's awesome, because he needed that skill point for his job. Okay, so I don't know why Miranda was in her underwear after she got out of the shower, but that's fine. I must have a mod for something like that. I am gonna send these two back to sleep for a little while longer, and maybe we're gonna throw that birthday party when Benedick gets home. Benedick just got home from work. He did not get a promotion today, of course, but he did earn some money. 296 again. And it's 4 p.m., so Valentina's gonna age up in a couple hours. I was gonna have Miranda throw the birthday party. In fact, I think I still will, because I just cannot see Benedick like being in the mood. We are still going to invite some of his family, but here lies the issue is that the Caps and the Montys don't get along at all, especially the older ones. So I predict that there's going to be a lot of fights at this party. So let's try to keep the guest list to an absolute minimum. The only problem is that, Miranda is still asleep, so I need to wake her up. And, oh yeah, Benedick is not in a good mood whatsoever because, of course, he's super tired. I'm gonna have her change real quick and throw birthday party. So I'll just invite like the very closest of Miranda's friends, of course, the ones that she isn't having affairs with. So it looks like that's going to be her younger sister Ariel, her cousin Hermia, her sister Desdemona, and that might be it. Oh, and she's also friends with Beatrice, Benedick's sister, so I'll go ahead and invite Beatrice as well. Yeah, and it looks like that'll probably be it. Okay, so what did I say? Ariel, Hermia, Desdemona, Beatrice. And everyone else is just enough. And we'll teleport some of Benedick's friends later. Cool. Let's get set up for the party. All right, we're also going to deliver some pizza. Oh my gosh, have some pizza delivered. And Valentina is in there in her jammies. I'm just gonna have Miranda dress her up so that when she interacts with people, it looks like she got dressed for her birthday party. And it looks like everyone's arriving, which is great. So let me check. Who of Benedick's friends would I invite? So Beatrice is already here. Wow, his friends list is much smaller, isn't it? He's very close with his father, and ironically, he has made amends with Bottom, and he's super, super close with her. And Juliet and Monty, of course. So I'm gonna get a sim blender, I think, and just teleport all those sims at once. Alright, so all of the guests have arrived. I teleported Antonio and Juliet. I didn't think that Benedict would invite Bottom, even though they're close. She's got other things going on right now. She's an up-and-coming pop star. I don't think she would show up to this little kid's birthday party. But look at this. Antonio is bald. That is hilarious to me. I genuinely think that is so funny, and I'm gonna, I think, have him stay bald. I don't know, it kind of suits him, doesn't it? He's getting on up there in age. I don't know exactly how old he is, but he did just have a baby with his new wife, Erin, so that's really funny. And then, of course, who's walking by? None other than Don Lothario. He with his dog Leroy. How cute! He's just checking out, seeing out what's going on, trying to see why he wasn't invited to this party that's happening. Also in attendance, just as a recap, we've got, oh, hello. We have Ariel Cap. This is I think she's the youngest, right? Yeah, she's the youngest in the family for Goneril and Albany, that is, when you have a fresh Veronaville. She's now a young adult. She's in college. And then her older sister, oh no, Desdemona. I kind of forgot about the beef between Desdemona and Beatrice. Um, Desdemona Cap was seeing Beau Broke in university, and he ended things with her. In fact, they had been seeing each other since they were teenagers, I forgot. He ended things with her so that he could pursue a true love relationship situation with Beatrice, and actually, Beatrice and Beau have a son now. And yeah, so Desdemona is furious, so this is not good. I'm going to have to. Pink flashing. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna have to try to keep those two separated. I can see that we're having some pink flashing, and to be fair, my game has been open for like 6 hours today. I've been doing other things, so I'm going to reload before this party really gets swinging, and we'll be back in just a second. And we're back, so it looks like we're gonna be safe from the pink for a little while longer. I am just going to send Benedict out here and just say hello to some people. Wait, is he close with Hermia? No, why can he hug her? Sorry, I got confused about who Hermia's friends were for a second. We're just gonna come out and talk to people. And what are we doing up here? Oh yeah, so we're gonna bring Valentina downstairs. Oh gosh, what's happening? Oh, the pizza's here. I forgot I ordered pizza. My door's not locked, right? Okay, yeah, people can come in. They're just kind of crowded around outside. Okay, we need to distract the girls, distract them. Clean up. Multitasking like crazy right now. We're going to get the pizza. As much as Benedict does not want to be having this party right now, he's not in the mood to socialize at all. And he's so bone dead tired, like he just didn't sleep one lick. He still has to put on airs, he has to put them on for the sake of his daughter, for his family. Oh my gosh, Miranda, come out here. Talk to your sister, ask her maybe why she's slapping your husband's sister. That's like not good. Oh my gosh. I like how it's already a not bad party though. Okay, Benedict, where are you going with that, babe? He can't seem to get to the counter. He put it in the flowers. Oh, I'm gonna move it for him. Because it's not that hard, is it? So, we're just gonna... I keep clicking gossip when I don't mean to click that. We're going to kind of, like I said, talk to them a bit, distract them. And in just a few minutes here, we're going to take Valentina to the cake because it's already after 6 p.m. Oh look, Miranda and Beatrice just became best friends. See, that's progress. See, Miranda is a girl's girl, like she understands, like Desdemona is kind of in the wrong for being super angry, even though that is her sister. Hey, Kristen. And like legally speaking, Miranda has to have Desdemona's side in this beef. I also think the beef is kind of one-sided. Like I don't think that Beatrice dislikes Desdemona. I don't think that she's threatened by her. But of course, that just makes Desdemona even more pissed off because she's like, what are you talking about? Like, of course you should be threatened by me. Like, I had him first. But Beatrice and Beau are, very committed to each other. And also, look at her, like, she's stunning. She reminds me a lot of Cassandra Goth, doesn't she? But anyways, getting sidetracked, it's not their story today. I am going to have Miranda bring Valentina to the cake. We're just gonna go ahead and go blow out those candles before it gets to be too much later. And I was racking my brain trying to think if, like, Valentina had any cousins that were close in age to her that are already children that I could have invited, and I don't think any of them are. As far as Benedick's side goes, like, his sister Beatrice has a son, but he's an infant. Romeo and Juliet's daughter is a toddler still. Benedick's little brother is an infant. Yeah, so I just couldn't think of anyone that, like, could be here. Oh, of course, besides Miranda's parents, but they're not that close anyway. In fact, I don't think she is close with much of her family at all. Yeah, not really. Anyway, let's watch Valentina age up. She's in that cute little lemon dress for summer. Wow! Okay, and she grew up into this, like, Harry Potter shirt. How cute. It's very tomboyish. I love it. Oh, she looks so cute. Yeah, she looks exactly like she did as a toddler, though. Like, to the T. She's got some very... Man, she's fast. She's got some very interesting little features. Are those elf ears that I'm seeing, or is it just the cut of her hair? I think it's the cut of her hair. She's so cute, though. I'm so excited to have another aged up child. And I think I hear fighting. I don't know what's happening, but I hear people fighting. And of course, poor Benedick, he just can't hang. Like, he wants to go to sleep. But I don't really want him to yet. I don't want him to go to sleep. I was gonna have him come down here and maybe hang out with, like, his dad. Of course, his dad's in the toilet, so that's not helpful. Oh gosh, that scared me. I thought Eric Grey was proposing to Desdemona, but he's just flirting with her. Of course he is. Okay, so anyway, Valentina has aged up, so I'm gonna have her interact with some of her family a little bit. She's going to give a hug to her grandpa Antonio. She, like, knows him well enough, but not super close, of course. I mean, technically speaking, Valentina is not even friends with her own father, which is really sad. But they didn't have much interaction until she was already well into being a toddler, I think. Okay, we still have a minute and a half on the party. I'm going to just keep up with everybody. It's a very small house to have this many people in it, isn't it? Interesting that Desdemona is getting along so well with Antonio. And like I said, it really is like a lot of the older Monty and Caps that have the issue with each other. But now, unfortunately, Beatrice is picking on Desdemona first. I guess she's getting a little pissed off. She's tired of getting picked on, which would make sense. I don't know that Valentina knows her aunts and uncles, so let's talk to them for a bit too. Yeah, it doesn't appear that she does. Well, she does. She doesn't know Beatrice, though. So we'll talk to Beatrice as well. She also doesn't know... Well, Juliet isn't her aunt. Gosh, I keep forgetting that. The cousin, like her mother's cousin, would be like her second cousin, right? Like, I'm not mistaken in that. Okay, you guys stop talking, because you need to talk. I'm just scheduling all these conversations. Okay, I am going to have Miranda come up and apologize to Benedick. She wants to fall back in love with him. I think that now is a good time to start. I'm sure he's going to accept her apology, especially because when I looked... Okay, never mind. I thought his furiousness with her had faded more, but, I mean, a little bit is alright, I guess. Yeah, still not great. Still not great. Why can't I switch Sims? There we go. Oh wow, yeah, breakup is an option. Introduced to Ariel. Wow, that's crazy that he doesn't know her younger sister. Yeah, let's introduce him to Ariel. I don't like how Eric is here. I just realized that. I certainly didn't invite him. I think he's party crashing. Alright, that's fine. Say your goodbyes and go to bed. I think it's only fair that Benedict gets to sleep tonight, considering Miranda got to last night. I don't know. I'm just gonna send Val around and Oh no, Desdemona's being mean to her. That's so funny. Desdemona's really just not a nice girl. She is not nice. At least not when she sets her mind to it, she can be really mean. Okay, and of course, naturally, Miranda and Eric are dancing. Because why wouldn't they be? And the party's now ended, so we're gonna turn off the radio and we're gonna send everybody to bed because they're getting pooped. But now I get to give Valentina a very tiny bit of a room makeover just so that she can have some more age appropriate stuff. Okay, so I'm back, and I also decided to take the opportunity to give Valentina a little bit of a makeover. So I know that she had a bit of a more of a tomboyish look going on, very gender neutral shirt and pants, but I do think that Miranda would have quite a big part in choosing Valentina's clothes when she's this age, and I just couldn't help myself. Like I was going for like a very girly girl vibe, and this is what we ended up with. So we have a pink sweater vest shirt thing and some matching floral pants. And then her hair has grown out a little bit and she has put a cute little bow in there. And I also decided to give her some eyelashes because her eyes were just kind of small, so she needed something to open them back up. But otherwise, I think she looks great. And then for her bedroom upstairs, it's really nothing special at all. I just put it together like a little girl would probably enjoy having her bedroom, how I would have enjoyed having my bedroom at her age. We have some beautiful string lights. We have a full-sized bed for her now with these little, I think they're bunny rabbits. Oh, they're like multiple different animals, yeah, but it's like very subtle colors. And since the walls and carpet were already pink, I decided to make the carpet match the carpet from Miranda's room. It's now white because there's kind of too much pink in here, honestly. So I decided to go for a bit of blue and everything else. She's got a rug, even though she doesn't need it because she's carpet, but that's fine. She has a tiny little, like, dresser situation for clothes that I didn't even know that you could buy from, but that's good to know. And then she does have a desk for her homework and stuff, and this is supposed to be like a clothing hamper, but it's just decoration. So, otherwise, it's pretty plain. I didn't want to overdo it because I did spend quite a good chunk of their money doing all of that. But yeah, so I think it looks nice. I didn't bother using a homework locator for Valentina's desk because this is the only desk in the house, so I think that she's just going to automatically bring it up here. At least I hope so. And see, she's going to send herself to bed, and I think so. The lights should turn off automatically, yeah, and the string lights will stay on, so it's kind of nice. It's a nice little ambiance in there. So, going back to what Miranda and Benedick are up to. So, Benedick went to sleep, obviously. Miranda's sitting down here. She's ruminating. She's like, wow, my daughter is another year older, and her father and I are on such rocky terms. Like, she genuinely has no idea what Benedick is thinking right now. Like, obviously, they had their words when everything first went down, but they haven't spoken that much since then. And since today was all about their daughter, they didn't really have a chance to speak. Miranda tried to, obviously, earlier. She tried to apologize and he kind of heard her out, but he was really just trying to get through the evening. Oh, the balloons just popped. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with them. I don't think that either of them are going to automatically or autonomously, sorry, divorce each other, even though that is a very small possibility. It's happened in my game before, thanks to mods. So I just don't know. I'm gonna leave it be for now. Like, see, Miranda's feeling a lot more, I don't know, less furious towards Benedict. Like she's kind of ready to forgive and forget. But Benedict, of course, is the one that had to endure the betrayal. So, of course, he's not going to be able to move on as easily as Miranda is. To Miranda's credit, she has not cheated since then. Of course, it's only been one day, so there's that. And with her willing the wants to fall back in love with Benedict, like that's a really good sign in my opinion. So, since she's down here and she's not really that tired, oh, she can't clean that up, sorry. I'm going to have her just take care of the house a little bit. And we're just going to move that for her. She is kind of on the neater side. Why did she take that all the way? I guess because I was blocking the sink. Okay, that's fine. All right, so yeah, other than that, I don't know what else to say. I think that they're going to just go to bed for the evening and just kind of rest. We're going to catch up with everybody again in the morning for day 3 of this rotation. Okay, it's 6 o'clock in the morning and everybody is just now waking up. Benedict is feeling a lot better now that he actually got to spend the evening in a bed and not on that hard old couch up there. Um, Miranda never did end up going to sleep. She just kind of stayed awake all night, but now she's very tired. And she keeps changing into her underwear after a shower. And I guess it's just because of what time of day it is. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Oh God. This is a terrible spot, isn't it? I'm gonna have Benedict come down here and maybe serve some breakfast. Um, Valentina's not exactly hungry, but it would be nice for her to have breakfast before her first day of school. And I'm gonna send her to use her mom's bedroom, or bathroom, hello. Before we do that, let's check out her personality once again, because I realized that we haven't done that since she first aged up to a toddler. She is a Sagittarius, and she's on the sloppy side, just like her dad, a bit more on the shy side, but excels in every other area. In my opinion, she's extremely active, playful, and nice. So I think that she is going to be just such a great kid in school. I think she's going to be able to make a lot of friends, despite the fact that she's on the shyer side. She seems like the type of sim that people are going to radiate towards so that she isn't going to have to work too hard to make friends on her own. You know what I mean? Like they're just going to kind of flock to her. And considering she's so sweet, I think that it's going to be a point in her favor, even though she's a Cap slash Monty. um, maybe she will, I don't know, escape those rumors that go on about both sides of her family. Um, and she'll be able to break the curse, and hopefully she won't be mean to anybody or have bad blood with anybody. But only time will tell. So Benedict is going to join his daughter for breakfast. She's about to have to go to school any minute now, of course. But this is going to be some good daddy-daughter bonding time. She's talking about what a great time she had at her birthday party, which is perfect. Oh gosh, the walls. Yeah, so they're getting along great. And I'm happy that they're able to spend this time together. I think after everything Benedict's gone through, he kind of deserves to have a good relationship with his daughter. Like, I don't think that he would be a bad dad. I think that he, especially now, like, he has even more reason to kind of put his all into his relationship with his daughter. Maybe he feels a little guilty that he missed out on some of the younger years with her because he was busy finishing school. But hopefully it was all for a good cause, and, he'll be able to earn more money eventually. Of course, not right now, but eventually he'll be able to make a better life for her. So Valentina's off to school now. The parents are home alone. Miranda is still asleep, of course. It looks like Benedict actually has a day off today, which is perfect. That's exactly what we needed. And so does Miranda, so that's excellent. So we're going to be able to really force these two together. And I want to find a way to determine whether or not they are going to stay together. I'll be honest with you, like it would be more juicy, it would be a bit more dramatic if I was able to just say, yeah, they're definitely going to divorce. Maybe Benedict would take custody of Valentina. It's not like Miranda ever really wanted her anyway. Um, but at the same time, I'm kind of rooting for them in some capacity. If anything, I just don't want Benedict to feel like he had yet another failed relationship. I was going to say marriage, but this is his first marriage. But, this is would be if they divorced his second failed relationship in his entire life. And also Miranda is the mother of his child. And so there is some like sentimentality there. Like it's not as easy to just walk away. Miranda did break his heart, but Benedict is gonna have to either decide to try to work through something like that and just hope that it doesn't happen again, or he's gonna have to tell Miranda that his trust can never be, regained, and they're gonna have to end the marriage. So once again, I'm not sure how I'm going to determine that, but based off of once right now, once again, Miranda wants to fall in love with Benedict, so like I said, I'm trying to be very optimistic here, but we're gonna speed up a little bit until she decides she wants to wake up. I want them to be as rested as possible, but now that they don't have a baby to take care of, like Valentina's gonna be a little bit more self-sufficient. I think that's gonna be really helpful in terms of like what I can get done with, Miranda and Benedict. Okay, so she rolled the one to go on a date. She still wants to woohoo with 10 different Sims, which is not a good sign because obviously that means that she's thinking about other Sims. She really has a commitment issue, I think is what it boils down to. She doesn't want to be contained in one box, so the fact that she has to call herself someone's wife, someone's mother, maybe Miranda, coming from the family that she does, she may have like a deep-rooted fear of being held down and maybe losing her personal not personality, but like, losing her sense of self. That's what I'm trying to say. She saw what motherhood did to her mother Goneril. Like Goneril was a very ambitious woman and she wanted to take over the family company, but ultimately her father overlooked her in favor of his younger grandson, and so that's kind of a sting. Because Goneril, once again, she had so many children with Albany in the hopes of producing heirs for the cat family, but at the end of the day, it was at her expense, at Goneril's expense, because once again, Consort then could not see her as anything other than being a mother. So that's kind of a long-winded way to say that Miranda may have, just some commitment issues. Maybe she just doesn't want to be lumped into one singular box, and that is perfectly okay. But she should not be acting out and being adulterous just because of that. So, all right, so she's done eating. It's officially time. Benedict also wants to go on a date. I think this could be a good opportunity to maybe ask Miranda on a date, and we're just gonna see if this relationship can be salvaged. I mean, obviously, he's still feeling some type of way about her. The connection is still there, even though he's been hurt. And see, now he has all these wants to do with her. It is 2 o'clock, so it doesn't look like we're going to be able to go to a community lot, but if the date is going well enough when Valentina gets home, I may send them out once they can invite over a nanny. Entirely possible. I do want to change really quickly. So think of this date as sort of like a marriage counseling session. Like maybe Benedict had a Zoom call with a marriage counselor. Maybe they both did actually at the same time, like together, and they were told to talk to each other face to face, spend some time together without their child, trying to reignite whatever passion may have been there in the beginning of the relationship. And I was saying before that Benedict obviously feels much more strongly for Miranda than she does for him, but Miranda does have love for Benedict. I don't think she doesn't. It's just hidden behind, as I was saying earlier, her fear of being locked in and only being able to identify as somebody's wife, somebody's mother. She wants to be her own person. And so we can kind of pretend like, with all of this crazy animation that this is sort of what she's saying to Benedict. And maybe he's like, you know what, I can understand that. I can respect that. I'm going to give you space to be your own person, but you have to promise me that you're not going to act out whenever you're feeling, you know, what's the word, kind of closed in. You have to be open with me about that. You can't just go and see other men behind my back. Like, that's unacceptable. So, I think they had a really good talk just now. So now we can maybe move on. He's not quite ready for any of the romantic interactions just yet, but they're goofing off, they're having a silly little time. It seems like they're getting along well enough anyway. Okay, still he just wants to play. But I also think this is so wholesome because oh, they can't play. What are they doing? Oh, be caressed. Oh, do you think he'll like this? Oh no, he turned her down. Yes, so I'm afraid Benedict is willing to give this a shot, but he's gonna need to take it slow. And I don't know if that's in Miranda's vocabulary. Side note, Valentina's home from school and she brought home Delaney Dreamer. So that's fun. I don't know if the date's going well enough for me to consider sending them out. Obviously, he denied that flirtatious advance and now he's thinking about it. I'm sure it's running through his mind, as someone who's been cheated on. I know all too well what it feels like. Um, Anytime you're trying to be intimate with one another after the betrayal, it's hard not to imagine the fact that she was doing similar things with someone else very recently. I mean, it's gotta hurt. So, we are gonna keep trying though. We're just going to take it nice and easy. Maybe dance together. Aw, man. Valentina didn't put her homework on her desk. I think she may have just been distracted. So, Valentina, you're gonna come over here and maybe play with play with Delaney a little bit. Kind of just need to keep her distracted, honestly. Not her talking about work. Girl, you're like 5 years old. What do you know about work? So we're dancing. Things are going well. He wants to play. There's nothing really that they can play. He's still very upset, obviously. He's -7 over 2. Honestly, and now he's rolled his very last wand for Miranda. He wants to dine out with her. Where are we going? Oh. Looks like... Oh, Benedick and Buck are friends. They need to get in touch. Miranda and Orlando Thayer are friends. I think we're okay letting that relationship die a quiet death. Yeah, look at this. Miranda wants to buy Love Potion because she got turned down for that flirt earlier. That's really funny. Okay, so since things are not going quite according to plan, I would love to send them out to eat. That scared me. I thought that person was naked. We're gonna call a nanny over really quickly, and while he's doing that, maybe Miranda can... I don't know. I don't want her to interrupt what's going on with her daughter. She's gonna get the mail. We have more mail. More bills to pay. I need to put a shelf under there. Oh, okay, we're gonna call a nanny. Honestly, we should just bring Valentina with us, but I don't know. Okay, yes, just for now, we're gonna pay $88. They have the money now, even though they spent quite a big chunk of it on Valentina's party and getting her room ready and stuff. Oh, look, they're gonna have a pillow fight. Let's see if she's into it. Oh, yeah. Perfect. This is cute. Valentina and Delaney are very close in age because Delaney aged up to a toddler, or aged up to a child, I mean, very early on. Oh, you know what? I called a nanny and I didn't call a taxi. I guess I could just send them to walk somewhere. Should I just... Alright, fine. The taxi's coming. Whatever. Okay. Oh, he wants to play kicky bag. I mean, that's kind of lame, but it's something. Valentina here. Oh, perfect. Karen Gast is here. She's making some food. I was gonna send her to the bathroom. Okay, y'all obviously cannot play kicky bag in that tiny living room. Okay, the real question is where are they gonna go? Because he wants to go out to eat. I know for a fact that the little Corsican bistro for some reason is glitched and does not allow my Sims to eat at the table. I don't know why. It's still a very cute lot though, by Lily Dew. Mocha Pot Cafe. No, they don't have dining. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to leave Pleasant View. In Veronaville, we have two different restaurants, Stratford's and the Market. So, which one do I want to go to? Maybe Stratford's? I feel pretty confident that I renovated this to be a restaurant, but now I'm not totally sure. Okay, fine, we'll go somewhere else. We're gonna go downtown. Okay, so we are gonna go to Londost. I think that it would be pretty perfect if they were to go on a very... Okay, are y'all okay? Jeez, what is the issue here? Anyways, if they were to go on like a romantic, expensive dinner, here's hoping that goes well. We have arrived at Londost, and I forgot that I used the visitor controller to force formal wear on this lot. So they changed into their formal wear and they look so cute together. Like he's wearing such a goofy looking salesperson suit in my opinion. And she's a very cute, very demure looking little black dress. So I think they look great together. Unfortunately, I underestimated how much time it would take for them to get here and get settled, so they only have 48 minutes left on the date, which is basically nothing. I'm gonna try to salvage this because Miranda really wants to kiss Benedick, and he's really not feeling her still, so the odds of this going poorly are high, but I'm going to attempt to have her kiss him. Maybe literally just a peck. I mean, they're married, for God's sakes. Oh, yeah. He said no, which is terrible, and it tanked the date even more. Still not good. Okay, well maybe if we just go straight to dining out, I don't know if they even have time to be sat, honestly. Like, it happens so quick. Look who all here's, though. It's Nervous Spectre, Mason Cap. This is, oh god, I'm blanking on their names. Reagan and Cornwall's daughter. So this would be Miranda's cousin. Very nice. I'm sure that they don't even know each other. Yeah, so 10 seconds left on the date. They still haven't even sat down. Yep, it didn't save them. Oh no. It didn't save them. Well, you know, it's fine. It's at a good date, and I think a good date is still fantastic, considering... Hopefully they don't get up. Yeah. Oh no, they did. Dang it. I was hoping they would at least get to eat. But yeah, so I thought... Oh my gosh, wait. What? I just noticed who was over here. Look, it's Albany Cap, and he's eating with somebody named Key Bertino. Albany, what happened to your hair, good sir? He got a little buzz cut. And then Mary Sue is over here in like almost a wedding looking dress. They're so funny. Oh, and Dina's here. We have a lot of Caps here today. Dina, my dear, may I just say you look absolutely fierce. You look amazing. Kennedy Cox is here. Vega Curious. I wasn't expecting to see you here, Vega. In her glittery prom dress. She looks amazing. Sorry, I always get distracted by looking around to see who all is here. Okay, so they didn't get to actually eat, but his hunger went up a little bit. I guess that's something, huh? So yeah, I guess, who is that gorgeous person? Hello, Shanae? Shanae? Please tell me that's not Shanae. But how else would you say that? Shanine? Shanine, I guess. Shanine Slew. I can't even read that. Is it Slew? Yeah, it's Slew. I don't know who she is, but she is gorgeous. I think it's the dress doing the work for her, but it looks great, girl. Okay, so naturally Benedick is, you know, I think he's just still not happy. And he's gonna sit down and, ew, not him checking out Dina. He's gonna order a drink because he needs a beverage. And he's like, you know, that just didn't go the way I hoped it would. And I was hoping that going on this date with my wife would, I don't know, try to reignite something for us. What? How dare you? I'm gonna grab that drink. I'm gonna grab it. There you go. Yep, because you ordered it, so you deserve it. Anyways, yeah, basically he's just drinking away his sorrows at the bar, and I don't even know where Miranda is. She's in the kitchen. Girl, what are you doing? You don't work here. I don't know. I'm afraid this is it, guys. I was hoping this would go well, but it just didn't. Benedict just wasn't ready at the end of the day. He just wasn't ready to forgive her. He cannot be intimate with her. Like, he's trying really hard. Like, he wanted to go on this date. It was his idea. But, yeah, maybe I should have, maybe I misinterpreted it. Maybe I saw his want to have a date and I assumed it would be to go on a date with his wife. But maybe instead he's like, you know what? There's just gotta be something better for me out there. Because I deserve better, and I think ultimately that's just where he's at right now. I'm gonna leave him on his own for the time being and see if maybe he will automatically interact with her, but he's instead more, I don't know, enticed by Mary Sue Bertino. He's admiring her out here. Oh, Benedict. Yeah. Well, I mean, he met Mary Sue, so... Met Mary Sue. I want to see, does he have chemistry with Mary Sue? Oh, he has one bold. Well, Mary Sue is married anyway, so that's fine. Okay, so even though it was a good date, I'm afraid that we're gonna have to call it a bust, and we're gonna see these two kids when they get on home. Alright, and so Benedict and Miranda have just arrived home. I went ahead and sped through time a little bit because Valentina was just hanging out with the nanny and her friend. They weren't really doing anything interesting. I am going to send Miranda in here. Of course, the nanny made those pork chops, but she didn't serve them, so we're gonna serve and then put them away. They got a mood boost from their good date, so that's nice, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get ready to send them to bed anyway. We are gonna need to dismiss this nanny before she charges us another penny. Hey Karen, goodbye. I'm not sure exactly how much that ran us, but I'm sure it wasn't too much. They weren't gone that long. Oh goodness me, I forgot to stop her. She's gonna put these away as individuals, I guess. I do not believe in food waste, not even in The Sims. Benedict is helping himself to reading a book, and he wants to gain another logic skill point. He needs creativity, though, for his work, but I guess just we're not gonna focus on that right now. Okay. So, I don't really know what to do here. Like, I'm so conflicted. I don't want to force a breakup between these two, but like I said, this is just really slow going, and that date really solidified it for me. I'm just not sure that Benedict is ever going to be able to see his wife the same way. As you can see, like, their furiousness is fading by the minute. Oh, oh, oh. Um, okay, I really want to see if they go through with this. This is clearly the act of ACR. He turns down all of her advances earlier today, but he's gonna jump in the sheets with her. Okay. Interesting. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. I didn't want to force a breakup, because they're gonna do interesting things. That's fascinating. Okay, so they just did a casual. He's still furious. Obviously, like, nothing's gonna be a quick fix for them. But, oh, and they didn't really get much of a relationship boost off that, did they? See, Miranda here, she's back to 100, and she just developed a crush on him again. I guess we really just have to give them time. I don't really know. Oh, I do want to see, are they gonna be able to sleep in the same bed, or is he gonna be, like, still too mad at her? Let's see. Yep, he's still too mad. Okay, cool. Well, we gave it a shot, didn't we? Okay. We are gonna just send him down here. He's still hungry because he didn't really eat at the restaurant. And we'll just leave them be for now. Oh gosh, there's so much food in here now. Wow, that woohoo really caught me off guard. I've had that happen before where two Sims with like low relationship points would still go for an ACR woohoo, but like they've also been rejected by it or for it in the past, so I just am not sure which way to take that. It's kind of putting the spin on the story here that I wasn't prepared for. Okay, so I guess it's another night on the couch for poor Benny. He's gonna get some rest and we'll catch up with everybody in the morning. Okay, it is now Wednesday at 6 a.m. I did have to quickly buy Seasons Controller because somehow it went ahead and ticked over into winter, but we still should have one day left because we're not going to leave until Thursday at 6 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I always get it wrong somehow, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're still going to have one more day in this house. It has not been 4 days. So Valentina here woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning because it was snowing for a second there, and ever since she's just had so much energy, I've been having her jump rope, but her knees are just like not going down very quickly, so that's funny. She also gained quite a few body skill points in that time. She started at 0 and she's already gotten 4, almost 5. That genius trait is really going into overdrive. Like she got like 2 points back to back almost. I think it's pretty cool. Like I'm not opposed to it. I think she's going to be a really smart kid. If I'm not mistaken, since she's a Sagittarius, she's actually going to end up being a knowledge sim as well. Yeah, just like her dad. So I actually really love that for her. So while we're on the topic of aspirations really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and calculate secondary aspirations for Miranda and Benedick. Oh wait, they already have them? Oh my god, even better. I had completely forgotten that I did this at the same time I gave them their traits. I gave them their secondary aspirations. The main reason I did this before recording this video today is because I kept forgetting to do it during the episode. So I'm going to try to make it more of a habit to either do it during the episode or just do it before, like while I'm setting up for the episode, because I feel so bad. I keep forgetting to do it for certain Sims and it's starting to become a mess. So anyways, obviously here Miranda is a secondary pleasure aspiration, and I should have seen this from her. I should have expected it, but naturally she's just into just, you know, doing her own thing, um, marches to the beat of her own drum, if you will, and she doesn't want to be told what to do by anybody. So, yeah, a lot of what I was saying earlier kind of ties into that. She just doesn't want to, I don't know, she just kind of has her own her own ideas in mind. I guess let's just go with that. And then Benedict is a secondary pleasure as well. Wow, okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense for him too, I'm afraid. Normally, I'm not too happy when my Sims get secondary pleasure, and I'll usually go with like the next best thing because pleasure is just kind of repetitive and a bit, you know, not very in-depth gameplay if we're being honest here. But every now and then I'll roll with it if it makes perfect sense for the sim. Okay, Miranda is in her underwear once again. I am gonna have you stop doing that, my dear. Thank you. You're blocking the fridge. Your mom's really hungry. Okay, okay. All right. There you go. Have some leftover pancakes. All right, and it's about time for Valentina to go to school once again. She's gonna go do that. Do either of the parents work today? Yes. Benedick actually is going to work right now. And Miranda also is supposed to be going to work right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just was completely caught off guard. They're all gonna go to work and school, which is fine with me. I like when they all go and leave and come back at the same time. It makes it easier. So we're gonna see everybody at 3 p.m. when they get back home from work and school. Okay, so we got a chance card for Miranda. The store is empty, except of course for Crazy Bill, who just hangs out in the canned goods section talking about how he used to work for some big company that invented apricots. So Miranda decides to walk around the store with a broom and pretend she's sweeping. She spots a coin beneath the Friggly Freeze machine and jams the broom back behind the compressor to try to get it out. The machine goes haywire and starts spewing frozen Friggly liquid everywhere. Should Miranda try to fix it with duct tape or with chewing gum? I think we're gonna go with duct tape. Thinking like all the quick thinking actors she's seen on television, Miranda grabs a roll of duct tape from the hardware slash baby food aisle and tapes the corrugated anti drip nozzle guard to the primary gasket seal. To Miranda's amazement, it works. Miranda earns one mechanical skill point and pours herself and Crazy Bill a Friggly on the house. Fantastic. So she got her little mechanical skill point. She may even get a promotion. I mean, her job performance meter is through the charts. Perfect. And now everyone is home from work and school. Valentina also got 215 simoleons from being in a school play as Cimarella, which is so cute. And Miranda is home. She got promoted to record store clerk, level 4. Oh my goodness. Okie dokie. So we're just gonna have them take care of themselves a little bit. Poor Valentina's coming home from school every day, just absolutely exhausted. And oh, she's already doing it. She's cleaning up over here. So once again, Miranda is still rolling that wand to woohoo with 10 different Sims. I'm guessing she must be pretty close if she's throwing that wand. So let's see. She's woohooed with Eric, so that's 1. Brandon is 2. Romeo is 3. Rip is 4. Benedick, I don't know if I have the fix or not. That doesn't include public woohoos twice. Like, count them as separate lovers, I mean. But, I don't know. So if I do, then that's 4. Okay, Dawn is 5. Okay, Benedict would still be 4. Loki would be 6. Mercutio would be 7. And Puck would be 8. So she just needs 2 more lovers. That's gross. That's a gross word. But I don't know how else to call them. Partners, I guess. To satisfy that want. I guess I'll lock it in because she keeps wanting it. But I really hate that because that means that she's gonna continue having affairs. Oh my god. Benedict comes home today at 4 o'clock though, so she doesn't have any more room, any more time to pursue anything else. She's gonna have to lay low. If she truly wants to fix this marriage, she's gonna have to keep it in her pants. Oh gosh, we still need to call Buck. Let's do that now. So Benedict is home. Once again, didn't get a promotion. He still needs that creativity skill point. Oh, Valentina's coming. Oh, I forgot that they do this. She's gonna get a little hug. How cute. And she is so tired that I'm actually gonna send her up for a nap. And hopefully I'll remember to wake her up soon. Look, they just became best friends. That is so perfect. It's a perfect way to end this round. Oh, he got a little love letter from Miranda. That's really sweet. Okay, look, their relationship is doing much better. I'm not sure if that was a boost from the love letter or just in general, but he's very close to even being friends with her again. That furiousness is almost gone. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that they're going to stay together for the time being, and hopefully things stay on this good streak. And I'm just hoping that Benedict, sorry, can get over his I don't know, fear of intimacy now with his wife because that's also going to be not good in the long run. Miranda is a very romantic person. She's a very touchy, like I'm sure that what's it called? Personal touch or whatever. I'm sure that's her love language. So it won't be good for her either if Benedict can't do that with her. But I mean, they woohooed last night, so I'm sure they're fine. Okay, so that was fast. Everyone is so tired all the time. I might just need to invest in a coffee machine, honestly. Miranda wants to play with someone, so I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to play with Benedict. Just build up that relationship a bit more. And now she wants to talk to a relative. I mean, technically speaking, your husband is a relative, is he not? Yeah, he is. Look, now they want to buy stuff. She wants a computer, a game, a bubble blower. He wants a car, electronic entertainment, also a bubble blower. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever just happened there. It was a bad conversation, I guess. Yeah, this couple does not seem like the type to be good about saving money, are they? Like, they just, as soon as they get some money, they want to spend it. I know that's their pleasure sim in them coming out. Okay, so I did have to skip forward a little bit because fireworks were going off outside, but I didn't want to stop playing. But nothing super eventful happened while we were gone. Valentina learned how to study from her father Benedict, and that was kind of it. Everyone else was just kind of taking care of themselves. However, something interesting, and I'm super glad the fireworks are done, so I can go ahead and start filming this part. I'm a little suspicious about something. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Miranda is not fully rested, but she is waking up. And yes, they did eventually get to sleep in the same bed, which is nice. Oh, and we just ticked over to winter. Yep, it's as I suspected. Unbelievable. That's amazing. I can't believe it. I can't. Miranda's pregnant. Miranda and Benedict are having a makeup baby. Wow. I'm a little shocked, especially considering I have lowered my risky woohoo chances to 10%, and I don't think they tried for a baby. Like, I didn't see that in the dialogue, but maybe I could be wrong. So, wow, yeah, Benedict and Miranda are having their second baby, and like, there's no question about it that this is Benedict's child because her last lover was Eric, and that was 2 days ago, and this is her first baby bump. So, yeah, that's incredible. Miranda, great job. She really said, I am going to save this marriage one way or another. I don't want to believe that Miranda would baby trap Benedict. I want to believe that it genuinely was an accident. Um, I can't imagine that Benedict is going to be upset by having another child. Like, I don't think he'd be the type of sim to not want another child. I think that he and Valentina are getting along really well, and she's getting older. It wouldn't hurt to have another baby in the house. I just can't believe it. I'm a little bummed out that it happened at the end of the round, of course, because now, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait until we get back to this household to see this baby. Let's put her in her maternity wear. I want to see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, that's cute. I still have yet to get the maternity wear anything mod, but I swear I am gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But you know what? I don't hate this dress on her. I think it's kind of cute. It's not very different vibes from what she was wearing before. Only difference is, of course, it's winter time and now she's got these short sleeves on. But all right, Miranda, you're pregnant, girl. How are you feeling? Are you excited? Wow, that just really was the icing on the cake for the end of today's episode. I'm so happy. I'm in utter disbelief, but I'm so happy. And it is now 6 a.m. Valentina is awake and she's coming to talk to her mom. And I think this is a perfect opportunity for Miranda to tell Valentina that she is pregnant. Like, hi, you're gonna be a big sister. You could have a baby brother or a baby sister. Are you excited to meet them? And I think that Valentina would be very excited. She's at the perfect age for a new sibling. So yeah, I actually love that for them. We're going to have her talk to the belly. She's going to say hello to her future brother or sister. I don't know why it keeps glitching out like that. Oh, how cute. I love this interaction, but I especially love it when kids do it. It's too cute. Okay. Benedick is also awake. He's just playing with the ant farm, so we're just going to kind of leave him be. It is now officially the first day of winter, and of course he now wants to ask Sim on a date again. In fact, they both do. I think something that could, I don't know, maybe be a possibility in the future is that Miranda and Benedick will discuss having an open relationship. I do have a mod for that so that it would be fully legal in the game's eyes and I shouldn't have to do too much working around it. But I'm just not sure where I'm at right now. Like, I'm not sure if Benedict would enjoy something like that, if he's like purely a monogamous kind of guy, or if he would be willing to open up the relationship. I think that Miranda, of course, like, obviously would not be opposed, but that's on her side. I'm not sure how she would feel once Benedict started seeing other people, but I don't know. Like I said, that's something to explore for the next round. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end things there. I'm actually very happy with how this round turned out. I didn't know what to expect from this family. I was worried that it was gonna be a little bit boring even because it's kind of just your typical suburban family at this point. They didn't have too much interaction with their families, which honestly, like the Cap and Monty drama, as I said before, is mostly between the older relatives in the family. So when we start playing those houses again in Veronaville pretty soon, then we'll get to see a bit more of the the drama, if you will. And I'm very excited to add another baby to the mix. Of course, it's a bummer that we're gonna have to wait a very long time to come back and see the baby, but it'll be something to look forward to. And now for the rest of the rotation, we'll get to see Miranda's pregnant booty just waddling around the town. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It makes a world of difference for the channel. I would really appreciate it. And in the meantime, between uploads, be sure to catch me on Twitch. I do stream Sims 2 content at least once a week when I can. You can also catch me over on Blue Sky if you want to stay in touch between uploads. And I'm always open to hearing people's comments, ideas, you know, what your interpretations of my Sims motives are. I love just jabbering on about all of that stuff with you guys, with all these little pixel people. It's just so fun. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!